Hey guys, the Thomas117 here, and sorry about not posting one of these last week, but I had a lot going on with things like school, and yeah, that kind of prevented me from getting one of them ready, because, believe it or not, one of these vlogs, I guess you could call it for lack of a better term, actually takes a lot of work to do. Not editing-wise, but there's stuff that quite often there's stuff that I have to research and whatnot. Anyway, on to the first topic, which is my Pokemon Crystal LP is coming to a close. So for those of you who haven't checked it out, it's actually, like I said, almost done. I only have one more major battle to do, and then it's over. So if you haven't already, you should probably check it out, but hey, if you don't, that's cool with me too. Now on to the next thing, which is my final thoughts on Skyward Sword. For those of you who have yet to beat this game, be warned, this will contain major content spoilers, especially about the end of the game. So, now on to my thoughts. I realized that I said last time I did one of these videos that I sort of had lost interest in the game. Well, the last few dungeons completely changed that for me. I found myself putting in about 4 hours a day into this game again, and loving every second of it again. It just got really fun. I don't know why. Maybe it was the dungeons. Maybe I just needed a break. But yeah, I also loved having to go through the dungeon in order to get all of the different Triforce pieces, and how each room in that last dungeon that you got the Triforce piece in had you do something that related to the attribute that that Triforce piece was representative of. Whether it be power, courage, or wisdom. And that was really awesome. My nose is itchy. And I also, this was the first Zelda game that I'd ever beaten 100% without the help of any video or written guides. I did it all by myself, which made me quite proud of myself. Now, on to my thought of the final battles. Firstly, I loved the idea of having to fight a horde of enemies, like horde after horde, before you go and fight Ghirahim. I thought that was just... It made it really epic, I felt, and it also gave the final battle some nice build-up. I also really liked the two phases against Ghirahim. The first phase was a little too easy if you were good at the sword play, but the second one gave me genuine trouble in trying to figure out that you have to destroy his sword, like when he brings out that broadsword. I didn't realize that you had to destroy it at first, so I actually had to use up both of the fairies that I brought with me for Demise. So yeah, that was actually really cool build-up to the Demise fight, and now that I say that, this is really where the spoilers come in, because I am going to be spoiling the last battle like you wouldn't believe, because it's my final thoughts, obviously. So my thoughts about the Demise battle. A lot of people that I've talked to personally think that they did the same thing with him that they did to Ganondorf in Twilight Princess, being that they introduced him at the end of the game kind of for fan service. I disagree with that completely. This game had a lot of build-up to Demise, actually. Whether it be the 3 imprisoned battles that you do, or the 2 times previously that you encountered Ghirahim, he brought his master up. Didn't actually bring up the name Demise, but even then, you hear the name from Zelda beforehand, so it had some nice build-up, whereas with Ganondorf and Twilight Princess, you were literally told the story by Zant right before you fought Zant. That had no build-up whatsoever. So yeah, it's really cool. And now onto the fight. I found this battle actually to be really fun. The first phase, like Ghirahim, was extremely easy, but it was still really fun to do. But again, like Ghirahim, the second phase gave me genuine difficulty, actually causing me a game over. And when I finally beat Demise by thrusting my sword into his chest, it gave me great satisfaction. And it was also cool how, spoiler alert, he basically said that his hatred is what Ganondorf is the incarnation of, and that's why all of the heroes after that time were troubled by Ganondorf, because the heroes were the goddess's chosen heroes, except for Wind Waker, and then Ganondorf was the incarnation of Demise's hate. I think that was a really cool way to bring it together. And, like I said, I kept on dying. I kept on getting hit by his sword, which also had lightning on it, and yeah, it was irritating. I also really liked the scene at the end of the credits, but that is one thing that I am not going to spoil, because you have to sit through the credit sequence just to see it, so it wouldn't be fair of me to spoil that. So yeah, just know it's a really cool scene, and I found it to be very emotional and heartfelt. A lot of those final cutscenes in the game were really emotional and heartfelt, in my opinion. And Now on to the YouTuber of this week, which is somebody that if you've watched some of my recent videos, you kind of know of, and that is TheGamerHistory. He joined way back in May 27th of 2010, and since then he's uploaded 33 videos, so he started uploading pretty recently, and he doesn't currently have any projects completed. The project that he's currently uploading regularly is Pokemon Silver, but he's also done videos for Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney and Pokemon Ash Gray, which is a mod of Pokemon Fire Red. He has 24 subscribers, which means he's not partnered, obviously, because he doesn't have nearly enough upload. I'm not going to get into that. And he's a really cool guy. He's a really nice guy. And for those of you who saw him, like I said, I raced him in Kirby's Dream Land and Super Mario Bros. For the NES. So you should definitely check out his stuff. It's pretty cool, and he's a pretty cool guy. So thank you guys for watching. I've been the Thomas117, and you just watched me talk for almost 6 minutes about video games, which means, not sure if that says something about me or something about you, probably something about me that I can talk about video games for 6 minutes. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I've been the Thomas117, and if you have questions to ask me, you can ask me them here on YouTube, or you can ask them at my Formspring or Twitter, links to which will be in the description below. And until next time, when I talk about things that are as yet undetermined, thank you for watching, and goodbye.